Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. Today I'm doing some rising sign readings. So if you have a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius Rising, these are for you. So I'm going to do three separate spreads for each sign. They'll be time-stamped in the description below and in the pin section of the comments. If you are new here and you don't know how this works, understand that it is a collective reading. That means it's for a lot of people. If you feel like this is not your reading, that's okay. Do not get offended, just discard it. Only take it if it's for you, and remember there is no gender. If I pull a queen, I could be talking about a guy and vice versa. If you do not know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements, there will be a website in the description below and in the pin section of the comments where you can put in your birth time and date and kind of check out what those are. If you still don't understand, like, there is a great reader. He's in my featured channels. If you go to my homepage and scroll to the bottom, it's under Chariot and Friends, and he reads birth charts. Of course, knows a lot about astrology, so he can definitely help you out. But for most of you, you probably do know your placements. If you'd like to book a reading, the information's in the same place as all that other information in the description and in the pin section of the comments. The other channels that you'll see in my featured channel, I highly suggest. You'll also see that I have another channel there. It is technically a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising channel for the tarot readings, but we also do a lot of psychoeducation. We have a book club, and we also are learning, well, I'm teaching, they're learning tarot over there, advanced tarot. So come check us out if you're interested in any of that. So we're going to start off here with Gemini. And because these are rising readings, we're going to look at how do people view you. Okay, so we have balanced spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces, so you may have a Pisces moon. We have Raven, Shaman. You are the creator and the magician. You use your gifts for good. There is a power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. We have emotional dysregulation, extreme or inappropriate emotional responses to situations, and grounded. Interesting. So I feel like there is, of course, it's Gemini. And so there's duality here. There's a part of you that comes off to people as, like, you know, practical, but also really, it's like, I feel like it's in the conversation. It's like you have all these practical ideas and thoughts, but at the same time, there's like, that higher grade, your like spiritual beliefs and how deep you can dive into things that I think most people wouldn't even think to talk about, right? So there's like a great wisdom to you, but I think that people do see in the duality that, there is some type of inappropriate responses emotionally, and that I feel like there is a need for you to ground. Maybe people feel like, that you just have emotional issues. It's interesting. Like literally seeing the duality of a person. So tell me about this energy. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. The Seven of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Moon, Pisces energy, the Hanged Man, more Pisces energy, the Two of Pentacles. We've got a lot of Pisces in their chart. I feel like that's where the spiritual part of you comes in. I feel like, maybe you've done a lot of work and you've done like a lot of these grounding exercises, but sometimes, you know, it's like you still aren't in control. But I feel like there is this deep observation, this understanding that the Seven of Swords energy is like a defense mechanism. You know, it's like you can be aware of it, but I think that it's much easier to be aware of this kind of thing afterwards, you know, because this is just a reaction. And I think in the past it actually has caused some problems in some situations. I feel like there's recognition that it is from childhood, that it's like a subconscious energy here, and I think that you're really very highly aware of it. So I feel like this started as like a self-help journey and ended up very spiritual. And again, I'm feeling like duality. So I feel like you're able to look at, you know, I feel like you're pretty healthy with understanding that, you know, you're not fucking perfect, that everybody has a shadow side, you know. And you may even see that other people see your duality, but I feel like now it's like more like understanding your own duality, or at least attempting to kind of, I feel like, get ahead of it, to create more balance between the two. I also am kind of getting that like some of you recognize a pattern of like mistrust, where like you may perceive other people's intentions as like bad, and it's because of the way that you were brought up. I just feel like, you know, somebody really is like looking into like their childhood energy and correlating what they're seeing themselves here as, I would say, you know, emotional immaturity, if that makes sense, you know. So it's like self-awareness though. What's the advice? The Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords. 3 2s here. So 222 could be important. Of course, 2s speak on choices, decisions, yeah, right? Having 2 different directions, 2 ways to go. I think it's saying that if you keep putting in the work and keep, you know, it's like really keep giving to yourself and choosing to work on it, you know, like these blockages will clear. With the Moon and the Hanged Man, I feel, and the Hierophant, I feel like you're being led to sort of take some time out and just make everything about you to correct this. You know, it's like you feel like you need to rebalance and ground. You know, I feel like, you know, you're generally like a pretty self-aware person. This is like the deep shadow side of you that has to be, it only comes out reactively. And so it's harder to see it, you know, it's because it's only a triggered energy, really. It's more like, you know, somebody could trigger you into this energy, but it's not something that you have about you all the time. I feel like most of the time you're pretty grounded, you're just chilling, and, you know, you have good conversation, but every once in a while. The thing here is I feel like it comes up because you realize that it really is blocking people from, like, I don't know, there's some type of blockage, I think, in interpersonal relationships, especially romantic ones, is probably where you see this the most. And you feel like it's blocking, you know, maybe people from really being able to love you, or you're blocking yourself from really being able to love others because, you know, it's, there's like such a deep fear of letting people in that you just like maybe push people away or just do weird shit to sabotage yourself here. So I feel like pushing forward and really choosing to do the work here will remove any of these blockages and bring the balance that that you're trying to find. I feel like you're trying to really integrate this part of yourself here. So it is time to sit with Source, and I feel like doing some really good grounding exercises. Okay. Tell me how others view Libra rising, please. Okay, so we have step out of your comfort zone, North Node. We have let go. Alternative psychology, any approach to understanding psychological issues that ignores or rejects accepted academic, scientific, or mainstream views. We have identity confusion, has difficulties determining who they are in relation to others. And we have white stag, protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. I feel like a lot of you have really like stepped out of your comfort zone and let go of certain individuals in a way to protect oneself. And I feel like people think that like I would say you're unconventional, and maybe people think that like you're not sure who you are. You know, I'm kind of getting like or maybe not even that you're not sure who you are, but like I'm going to give you the real energy that I'm kind of getting here is kind of like, you know, someone that you have kind of cut off. Or it could be a group of people, something like that. They feel like you're just confused, like you forgot who you are, you know? So it could be like family members, you know, people that you were friends with for a long time. But I feel like they're thinking like, you know, that you're having some type of like identity crisis or... Or maybe you feel like they do. But I mean, this should be your energy. So I feel like either other people just see you as different. That's kind of, you know, part of it. And like unconventional. And I feel like you're starting to let go of what other people think of you or how you feel like you're supposed to look to other people. Maybe before that's where this identity confusion was coming from, like, you know, because it's determining who you are in relation to others. And maybe now you don't give a shit to compare your life to other people. You just want to be your authentic self, and, you know, like you feel like this is the best way to protect your energy is to just go ahead and be authentic and not have to, you know, sneak around or lie about who you are. There's something interesting here with this, but I feel like there almost is a negative aspect to how you're being viewed by someone that you've released here. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Three of Cups, the Fool, Aquarius energy, the Seven of Cups, the Magician, Virgo, Gemini, the Two of Pentacles, and the World. I really think this comes down to others' expectations of you, you know, who you believe you're supposed to be as like a whole, you know, to fit into society. Like, I feel like that is what's collapsed here. Like, you've completely left behind the want or need for others' validations on your own journey. And I feel like what's important here, when we're seeing like, you might literally seem crazy to other people. And that's kind of like the main thing of the Fool here, like it's really a card of like perspectives. Like when you look at the Fool card, it kind of looks like he's about to fall off a cliff. That dog could be warning him or just happy to jump along with him. But really you'll notice the card's like cut off, and that's like the perspective. Only the Fool really knows where he's going. Do you really think he would have that face and just keep walking in that direction if it really was like just this crazy cliff that he was going to walk off of? I feel like you're not, it's okay if other people view you as crazy. You're just not conventional. You're like rebellious. You go against the grain. And I feel like there's actually a lot of beauty in that, but it took you a long time to really recognize that. In order to be happy, you have to really be you. So I feel like you've like mastered this Fool energy. It doesn't matter what other people think you're doing or what way you're headed in. It's them. I think you realize it's actually these people that are confused. It's not you. I think you really, especially if this is like familiar or something, like you've really, really stepped out and like you have a lot of power here because what you believe in, wherever you're headed here. I mean, this choice was to bring balance to your life. This really isn't about other people. I think that you really have learned to not care what others think. And that is the wisdom of the Fool and the Hermit. It's like you're a wise fool, if that makes sense. People may see your vision as crazy, but like, where you're going. All right, give me some advice here. The Hierophant, the Moon, and the Two of Swords. We have some Taurus, some Pisces energy here. Yeah, I feel like you trust like your intuition. Like when whatever you're feeling about a situation or a person, or that this is your truth. And I feel like there's a situation here where maybe people have tried to like even gaslight you into believing that you are crazy, or that you've forgotten who the hell you are and where you come from and so on and so forth. I feel like you're just able to close that out. You realize that these people are just closed-minded. They can't see things from your perspective, and that's okay. The advice is, if you can't understand that, to go ahead and understand that. Maybe it's like there's a blockage there where it's like there could be some hidden emotion behind it, But I feel like a lot of it is really, it just comes down to like not being traditional, not being conventional. What other people don't know is that's the type of shit that makes you rich. It's what makes you unique. It's what makes you be seen. Get my life together here. Tell me about my Aquarius Rising. How do others view them? Some of you have your moon in Sagittarius. We have luck is on your side. We have risk. Learn to grow where you are planted. Leadership. Leads, organizes, directs, coordinates, and motivates others. And we have puffin, partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. That's like the perfect card for an Aquarius rising person, right? Uh, so I think that people see you as adaptable, that you have really good leadership skills, you're able to work in a group. You know, I feel like you are like a leader in a community here or something like that. People see you as really lucky. Like, I don't know, maybe somehow you're always able to make it through or do. Let me see. Show me. Aquarius Rising. The Lovers. We have Gemini, Strength, Leo. The Two of Cups. The Page of Swords. The Chariot, Cancer. The King of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. You know, I feel like there really is like this want to make whatever community you're a part of, I would say, a safe space. That's kind of like what it feels like. You know, I feel like it's like a space where people can just be who they are. You know, I feel like there's something here where like you feel like the best way to deal with people is to be open on an emotional level and really listen to what they have to say. And I feel like this quality actually has really improved you in life, especially at work. I feel like for a lot of you at work, like you're really seen as like a go-getter. You know, it's like you really have your feelings in check, you stay professional, and you know, the money is there to show. It's so they see you as like well-rounded and very respectable. What's the advice here? The Five of Swords, the Page, the Page of Wands. Kind of interesting. I feel like you guys don't feel the same way about yourself. I feel like you're kind of like trying your fucking best. It's like you're trying your fucking best. I feel like you actually get triggered a lot in this situation. I feel like it was a risk, whatever you're doing here. And I feel like you're really fighting to keep it going, you know? And it says to keep fighting, though, you know, to win at all costs. But remain professional. I feel like you really, you know, I'm kind of getting somebody here who, like, you know, wants a position, but they want a position for a different reason. This would be like, I want management at my job. And why do I want management at my job? Because I've been here for 10 years and I've had the worst fucking managers ever. And so I'm aware that the wrong manager will make everybody here miserable, make all of the good people quit, you know, and all of the terrible fucking people stay. You know, so once I'm the boss, then I know not to do that. The truth, the people that work really hard, like the absolute best, you know, that, I don't know, I just feel like you have really good leadership qualities and you're looking for this opportunity to put them there. And the other people are looking at you like you do have the qualifications for this. So that's what I have for everybody. I'll see you soon.